My name is Sandy, and I lost my 5-year-old daughter, Evelyn. So we lost our daughter August 8, 2021, and our daughter was 5 years old, and she was very giggly. She loved insects. She loved cats. So she was a hugger. She loved hugging us all the time. So we were missing that. And she loved her stuffies. So we have still all the stuffies there, and we're sleeping with them. So our bed is full of stuffies now. She was my mini-me. She looked just like me. She had blonde hair and it was really curly. So it was nice to do her hair. So I miss that. Her giggles. She died tragically, so it was unexpected. And we still don't know what the cause was. So that's kind of hard that you don't know. In the morning, we have our regular coffee in the morning, and she comes snuggling in our bed, and yeah, we went outside, and we didn't want it to be. We wanted to have our talk, parents talk, and ask her to go inside, and that was the last thing we said to her. The next thing we found her in the bathroom, and she was already gone. We called 911. We gave CPR and whatnot we had to do, and they got her back, but they said that she probably, like, her brain is already too far. Even if she would come back, she would be just a vegetable. So she couldn't breathe on her own. The Children's Hospital still decided to have her over, so we flew to the Children's Hospital, and that's where the tests got done, and then yeah, we took her off the breathalyzer. It was a shock, like, because if you see a happy girl and in the next second you don't, and you can't say your goodbyes, that was already really hard, because, you know, if you have someone older, you can, and you know this person is leaving us, you can still say your goodbyes and that you love this person and you're gonna miss it. But yeah, you couldn't, first off, you couldn't say that. So you always have in your mind, man, why did you not cuddle her one more time or told her that you love her before she passed? So that was hard. It was a shock. We were in shock. We couldn't believe it. Even in Kelowna, we, I don't know, when they told us that she's very, very sick and she won't make it even to Vancouver, that was like, I don't know, the biggest shock you could ever experience. Like, it's just, like, losing a child is like, it's your, like, you created this child, and I think this is, yeah, one of the worst pain you can ever go through.
When you were able to get in with Sean and speak to her about it, how did she help you with that pain?
First off, well, the first time we saw her in person, even though with COVID we were allowed to, you know, the first time you see them and see Sean in person, and then it's just on the phone. But it was nice that someone was there. It was hard to share it because it just happened. And we never ever thought about that we would lose a child. Like, you always hear it in the news, but yeah, that it's you who has to go through it. What was nice about it is that Sean did experience death too, like she lost her husband and her brother. So she knows how grief works and what you will experience. And it was nice to talk to someone who've been through, I mean, not losing a child, but still losing like your husband. It's like, and your brother is, I mean, I guess losing anyone is hard, but the child, like losing a child is like the worst pain. Sean was always very calmly, and she always suggested things, and she said yes, like suggesting things in ways like maybe write a journey, start a journey, and she talked about her husband, and it was nice to sometimes to listen to her, and sometimes it was nice to have someone who listens to you. And she was, with her saying, okay, we'll meet next week and we'll meet next week. It's nice that someone is there who is actually always there. Like where your friends are saying, I'll be there, but then all of a sudden they can't come, right? So it was nice to have someone who was there. Like we're really grateful that this Hospice Association is there for us here in Kelowna, and I'm just glad that Dom picked up the phone and called the Hospice Association, because it did help us a lot to just listen first and then eventually to talk about what happened and to tell a story. And I learned to talk about it, to take just day by day. Sean told me that, just do day by day, don't think about next week and whatnot. I learned about to just cry, just let it out. And especially with me, like my husband, he just let it all out, but I couldn't cry anymore. And for me, maybe I was still in shock too, but I didn't want to realize it that my daughter's gone. I still have the feeling, oh, she'll come back. So Sean let me know that that you have to start realizing it, like you have to let the pain in, and so that you can grieve about it, because I felt like for a while I wasn't grieving, I was living, I was surviving, but I didn't want to realize that she's gone. So Sean helped me to realize it and to let the pain in, and so Felix is our firstborn. He was born in August 26th, 2013, so he's 8.5 years old now. And he's our oldest, and then we had Evie, and our third child is Lucas, but he's only 2.5, so he doesn't really, like he knows that Evie is not there anymore, but it's different for him. So anyways, Felix, what happened was Evie died at our home. Well, she died, but they brought her back. But the biggest thing is that not even we had to do CPR, and we saw her dying and brought back. Also, Felix unfortunately saw it until our friends came to bring them away, to bring them to their house. So for us already, it's a big trauma to see your own child dying in your own house. But if it's already been a trauma for us and so hard, just imagine for a child, like it must be like so much more having this image in your head. And so when he met Sean, he was able to talk about Evie. They were drawing at the beginning a lot of pictures, and And Felix really wanted to go to Evie. Felix really wanted to go to Sean to see her because he saw us being just sad. So he didn't want us to make us sad. Even though we told him it's fine, he felt really safe with Sean, to talk to Sean. If he doesn't want to talk with us about it, that he can talk to Sean about it, so he can still let it out. Because keeping it in is not helping anyone. You need to let your grief out. You need to talk to people and let them know you're not okay.